A first-time offender usually does not realize the consequence of a conviction that it will have on their profession and on their future. A good lawyer can negotiate with the prosecutor to come up with an appropriate sanction if there is guilt, and yet mitigate the damage so the person can go on with their lives and can continue to practice their profession. If a victim of domestic violence comes to my office and asks what they can do in order to protect themselves, and they meet the statutory requirements for a protective order, then I will advise them that they should seek a protective order against the abuser. If they are really afraid, then this is a sanction that they can take against the abuser. But if they're not afraid and they're just looking for a little edge in a divorce case, or they're just aggravated with the person and wants to be left alone, if this is an impulse, I remind them that the consequences to the person they're putting that protective order against are very severe. They could be told not to see their own children. They will never be able to possess a firearm if the judge grants a restraining order. They will have problems traveling internationally. So there are consequences that I remind the victim of. But I'm always supportive if I believe that her case or his case is valid. If a person is charged with possession of marijuana as a misdemeanor, usually less than an ounce in most states, then it doesn't automatically mean they go to prison. There can be resolutions fashioned with the aid of the prosecutor and with the approval of the court to have community service, a drug and alcohol evaluation, if the person needs drug counseling, for that person to be ordered into drug counseling. So there are definitely a range of sanctions between dismissal and prison that can be negotiated with the aid of a good attorney.